Malika, the hope remains in Philadelphia that they can get Joel Embiid back before the end of the regular season. And then what kind of condition is he in?
Right.
How quickly can he be back to a dominant MVP level form? He was the MVP in this league until he got injured. And listen, they've added Buddy Hield at the trade deadline. They picked up Kyle Lowry in the buyout market. And this is a Philly team just 1.5 games up from the play-in right now in 5th place in the East. Can they stay out of the play-in, bide their time, and get Embiid back and still be able to make a run in the East?
So let's say that they do get Joel Embiid back, but realistically, they're not going to have much time, if any at all, before the playoffs start to sort of get him back into the mix with those pieces that Woj just mentioned. So realistically, what can the 76ers do? What's their ceiling in your mind this season?
Well, first of all, understand this. Without Joel Embiid, they're going nowhere. They'll be home watching the postseason with you and I. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. They might get the play-in or whatever the case may be, but they ain't going to do much. That's got without him, period. With him, I would like to remind the audience they're 1-4 against the teams above them in the Eastern Conference this year. And so it's not like they can't be beat, even with Joel Embiid on the court. Having said all of that, I know that Perk, is, at least before, months ago, may have disagreed with me when we had this discussion on First Take, but I'll say this. Whenever Embiid is available, play him. Because his history of injuries, I can't trust that, I'm going to sit you down for the rest of the season and you'll be healthy for next season.
Right.
And the season after that, and the season after that. He's been perpetually injured. He's come into the league injured, missed his first 2 seasons in the NBA because of injuries. And it's a plethora of them. You can't trust that he'll ever be healthy. So you take what you can get because he's so great. Whenever he's available, play him and roll the dice.
You know what? I can't agree with that. And I wouldn't even think about bringing him back because the fact of the matter is they could be in the 8th spot or in the play-in tournament. And they could possibly face the Milwaukee Bucks or the Boston Celtics in the first round. That does no justice for Joel Embiid. We're talking about a 7-foot guy that's 270 to 280 pounds. Like, have a plan in place. The plan could be rest this season, go into the offseason, get healthy, lose some weight, come back next season, and come back 100% healthy or close to it.
You know what? I was sitting here tonight before the MRI results when Perk said he's done. Sit him down, and I was not persuaded, but I was persuaded as we went along. Perk's been right about Embiid all season. Also in terms of the look ahead. Stephen A., I understand the desire to do that. You're right, he's hurt all the time. How do you know? But without him, you have no chance.
Yeah.
And because it's zero chance, just like you said, they have no. You've got to have some plan in place for how to proceed with Embiid, unless you see something that suggests to you when he comes back, Woj, that he is ready to go and really be the MVP we saw in November, December, January. I don't know how you.
And this isn't going to just be a team decision. Joel Embiid is going to get to decide whether he feels like he can play and play at a high level.
NBA,